I'm Trevor Calabro.
My name is Trevor Calabro. Hi, everyone. My name is Trevor Calabro. Thanks for joining me today. I found that usability testing is the single best way to find errors in your designs in order to fix them. So I'm excited to share this experience with you today. This is, I do a much longer version of this, and even at one point I have a 2-day seminar, but this is all the Cliff Notes condensed. So we want to make it actionable.
How did we come up with these recommendations? I like to describe this as an art and a science. What do I mean by that? So the science is clear. It's the math. It's the statistics. And you can't argue with those. Those are in place. If anyone would like to reach out to discuss this with me, I'd be more than happy to talk about why, for instance, on A/B testing, we used a modified chi-square analysis to get these numbers. With that said, that's not what this video is about. This video, I want to focus more on the art, the reasoning behind why our recommendations are here at this level.
Also, if anyone has any tips on how not to ruin, the one selfie you get with your hero, that would be great. So contact me on that one. Next, Law 6, the law of affordances and signifiers. This is directly from Don Norman's work. So he coined the term affordances and the term signifiers. Affordances are, and here's the way I think of it, is make stuff look like what it does, right? So this button on the right is an example. The button itself, the red rounded corners of a rectangle, it's got a slight gradient, there's a slight drop shadow. Those things, the button itself is the affordance. And then the label up and the up arrow icon are signifiers that describe the button. So the thing that looks like a button tells the users this is clickable, and the label and the icon tell users what it does when you click it. Now, am I saying that all buttons must look like this? No, I'm just saying users, 99 out of 100 people would look at that and understand that it's clickable right away. And that's what we mean by affordance.
Hi, my name is Bill Zimmerman. I'm an educator in the Penn State Belisario College of Communication. Just participated in a brainstorming workshop led by Trevor Calabro. I had an excellent time. He got a lot of smart people together to think big about the future of our organization, Central Pennsylvania Creative Professionals. Trevor was a total pro. He handled it with humor, but had just enough authority to keep us on task. So it was a good time. Highly recommend him as a facilitator for this sort of thing.
I want everyone to raise their right hand. So this is the Stanford WebCamp Oath of User-Centered Design. All right. And also go grab the closest Steve Jobs biography. I know you all have them laying around. Yeah, that's right. Put your other hand on there, I guess. And I want you to say out loud, I, insert your name. I can see some of your video faces. So although you're on mute, my name, will only say I'm doing user-centered design until after, there's the keyword, I watch real end users conduct real world tasks with my designs from this day forward. Okay, you can put your hands down. Now, I'm not going to be talking to you about breakpoints today. If you anticipated me talking to you about breakpoints, then I just want to say shame, ding, shame, ding. This is a dated reference already from Game of Thrones, ding. So here is the primary navigation. You can see some of these when I hover, open a menu. Now, the thing that's crazy here is when I click who we are, that is a page. There's a page called who we are with a bunch of content on it. But it's also on hover, it's a menu. So I can choose these. These are separate pages. If this designer were to have done this on the mobile first, here's what they would have encountered. And by the way, how many of us have seen this in the real world? This is what we call a split button. This is actually it's called a split button because it looks like one, and it technically is a single button that does two different things. Just like hover and click did two different things, the same thing has to happen here. But guess what? On mobile, how does hover work? I found that in my experience, usability is like 80% intuitive. So most people I talk to in tech, they just like agree, like they high five 80% of my recommendations or my research or whatever. And everyone's happy. But there's that 20% that's counterintuitive. And when you hit that 20%, I really want you to think about this fact. Just you're probably too close to it to make a good assertion. And the best way is to do the framework I just talked about. Follow those rules, audit for the rules, make your thing based on the rules, and then test the thing. And if you do those 3 steps, you will avoid many of the pitfalls that I see in the real world. So that's all I have today. I did kind of a condensed version of that to leave some time for Q&A, but I'd be more than happy to answer any other questions.
Excellent session. Terrific.
Thank you very much.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Trevor.
Trevor.
Thank you,
Thank
Trevor.
you again. Thank you.